Hello and welcome. Hello, guys. How are you guys doing?
Hello.
Yeah, you good? You good? You good? So,
Doing
welcome
good.
to the podcast. You might be wondering who's that weird accent dude right now speaking on the podcast. My name is Eliezer. I speak Spanish. That's my first language. We all speak Spanish here, right? Yes?
Yes.
So my name is Eliezer, and we're right straight into the podcast as we're gonna ask a question to the participants. They're gonna introduce themselves. They're gonna say their name and something fun they did. For me, my name is Eliezer. Everybody calls me Eli. It's easier. What I did this week, bro, I've been hanging out with my dog a lot of time, and he's been doing this thing like he likes to play in the morning, in the afternoon. So I've been playing with him because I've been studying for finals. So that's something fun that I do in between. So how about you, bro?
So something fun that I
Your name?
oh my name is David. David. One of the fun things that I did today is not today but this week is I actually ate a big old plate. I love eating, so that's fun to me. I ate a big plate for two, and I ate that really good.
I remember that he likes to eat. I remember that we were cooking burgers someday, and I had put 3 burgers on the grill. When I went to reach to take my burger, it wasn't there anymore. I saw David and his brother. He was with a double burger, and his brother was with another one. And he didn't say, Eli, here's your burger, whatever. You remember that?
You never told me.
There we go. There we go. All right, so
Okay. My name's Elizabeth, and something fun I did this past weekend. I went to Six Flags.
woo!
Yes, very
You
fun.
had a lot of
very,
fun.
very fun. The sun was out, enjoying.
Who did you go with?
Oh, I went with the whole GYE team.
No.
Were you there? No, we rode the Wonder Woman amazing ride, 15 seconds long. We loved it.
I'm guessing that you went to at least 10 games.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, you didn't. Tell the truth.
We rode like 4 rides.
Oh my
It could have been 5. I just didn't want to do the drop.
All
That's
right,
it.
all right. So that's a lot of fun. So how about you?
Hi guys. Wait,
Hello.
yeah. Hi. My name's Nisi, so like y'all know me. It's Nisi, like
What is the
Like
meaning
that?
of Nisi? Meaning? Do you know the meaning?
So it means the Lord is my banner.
Oh,
So
nice.
So with him the victory is always mine. So I was born a winner, guys.
Who chose
That's-
who chose your name? Who chose your name? Your mom or your dad?
My mom picked it, I think like a year before she even found out she was pregnant.
Oh, nice.
Like so she was
So she
ready.
wanted another girl because you have an
Yeah.
older sister.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Okay, so something fun that I did was I did not go to Six Flags, but
Do not say why.
no, but I was dog sitting, so I got paid, so I went shopping.
Oh, nice. Shopping.
Um,
Shopping is a good thing for ladies all the time. So, guys, this week we have a fun topic, right? Is it a lot of fun? We're going to talk about motivation. So, let me start with some questions right now. So, David, what do you do when you feel unmotivated? What do you do to feel motivated again, Like sometimes you feel frustrated because things are not going the way they're supposed to go, and you feel this motivation, frustration, maybe depression. I don't know. What are the things? And that question goes for you too. What are the things that you do to switch it back, to turn around and say, no, I need to stay motivated? What is it, the thing that you do?
So thinking about like hardcore unmotivation, like you said, depression. I always like you can always switch up your mood. If you think of negative things, you're gonna be negative. So in the instance of hardcore unmotivation or depression, I just count my blessings. I count what I have and I appreciate what I have. While people that don't have the unfortunate don't have the blessings that I have, it's just count your blessings, guys, right?
Yes, amen.
So how about you, Elizabeth?
Something I can that first came to mind was school. Sometimes I feel like unmotivated, or there's like a phase in the semester where I'm like, I don't feel like doing this work. I don't feel like putting as much effort, as much studying as I used to. Or sometimes I just have to think about the future, what's like long term, to be able to get motivated again, to get that spark again.
Yes. How about you, Nisi?
Okay, so for me, I feel like not gonna lie, sometimes I think to myself like, oh, like I'm already 20, I'm so grown. And then other days I'm like, dang, I'm barely 20. Like I have
Yes.
all of life to go, but
For
I
sure.
already feel like I failed.
Yeah. Oh.
And like something like for me would be like a vision board. how she said, like, sometimes for school I feel very unmotivated, and like for me it's like, okay, well, like, the sooner I get my degree, the sooner I can like go on with life, the sooner I can go along with like God's purpose for my life, and like the sooner I can like like just like succeed and like do everything that I was meant to,
What does the word motivation means for you?
I think motivation for me would be like that little push that you need almost. And like that's why, like, sometimes, like, whenever they say like a minor setback for a major comeback,
Yes,
so
yes.
it's like for that push sometimes you need a pull to get that push.
Do you think like motivation and passion are the same thing? Or they are like cousins or brother and sister?
I feel like they go hand in hand. Like obviously you're gonna want to keep on doing something that you love, like how sometimes they say like if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, like if you love it, you're gonna continue to do it,
Yes.
you know.
So because I think, Elizabeth, sometimes we lose motivation because we lose passion, especially when we go to church. When we start a degree in college or high school, right? We have all that passion. You remember your first day at high school? You remember you iron your socks. Don't lie to me. You
Matching
iron,
clothes,
right?
eh?
And then, but then by the end of the year, you're going your PJs. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
So why is it that sometimes we lose motivation, but because let me rephrase it, like our focus should be in our passion, right? And that should keep us motivated. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think we are things that we can do to say, man, I remember I had this passion. Why is it that I lost that passion? And then motivation comes along, and then you're thinking like, man, I think I lost the passion because I lost the motivation because I used to do this thing, but I don't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like one of the reasons that we may lose like passion for maybe a specific sport or just anything that we do is because we're not putting our whole heart into it.
That's what I'm going. Yes.
And well, like what you were saying right now with the two, motivation and passion, I feel like motivation can kind of be temporary, and I feel like motivation can go away. But if you're passionate about something, it's something that stays.
It stays. It stays. How about David? When people say yes, you have to have faith. And I'm talking about motivation, passion, and faith. Because I'm trying to merge all these words together. Because sometimes, yes, we have faith to conquer, but once we conquer, what is next? Have you felt unmotivated because you have reached some kind of level, like where you wanted to be, at, but at some point you got stuck? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they say, yeah, I wanted to pray every day. I wanted to, worship every day. I wanted to go outside and spread the gospel and kick some devil's face and whatever. But at some point, you stop doing it. So what happened with that faith? What do you think?
So what a lot of people think about motivation and about faith is people always want it to be in their time. They wanna level up the next day. Well, it's not your time, it's God's time, right? God's time has you in a period where it's the same, and people get bored of that same thing. They don't get to that next level that they ask. They don't get the answer, the prayer answer that he asked for. And so that motivation just declines, just decreases about that motivation. So it's more of people not understanding God's plan, not understanding that it's his time and not yours.
Amen. And we stop believing it, right?
So patient.
So let me talk about this right now. So I think why one of the biggest reasons, and there are a lot of them, like we've been talking about it, is because and kind of goes with what you said, is because we stop thinking we stop being thankful. One thing that I've been trying to do, I don't do it, believe me, I am a sinner 100% every day. But one thing that I've been trying to do is like, man, I feel dismotivated at work, at college, all that kind of stuff. But I've been trying to say, man, I'm thankful because I still have my parents. I'm thankful because there's food on my table. I'm thankful because God saved me. I'm thankful because of all of this kind of stuff, right? And I think when we are thankful, something opens the doors of your mind, I think, and God shows you that it is not that you are like it is something wrong with you, but you are just tired of the routine, the day to day, and we just get tired. So let me ask you this: how do you, or how can you explain to someone that says, "Man, you're not unmotivated. You're just tired. You know, you're just tired of life. You're just tired of work. You're just tired, and that's why you are unmotivated. That's why you lost motivation, right?" So let's say someone comes to you, Nisi, and say, "Man, I don't know what to do." How can you give an advice to someone? Hey, uh, go back in, just stay, go back to the race. How can you give an advice to someone that is unmotivated right now about anything? About it could be spiritual, it could be like in their natural environment, work related.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes, like how she said, how like sometimes we feel very bored with like things, how like we just feel like we like plateaued, like we just like stayed the same. And I feel like sometimes we need to like remember of like why we're doing it, like um why we started to do it in the first place, because sometimes it's like you start to do it but halfway through you're like, oh, I don't think I want to do it anymore. And it's like go back to like think about it like again of like why you started in the first place, why you wanted to
Yes.
succeed and like achieve that in the first place to
Yes.
begin with, you know.
Yes, Elizabeth, have you had a experience where you felt unmotivated, but something changed in your mind? Something changed in your behavior. Did you say, no, I'm not going to feel this way anymore? And boom, you started changing that.
Well, I had like two examples.
Yes,
Well,
give it to me.
Well,
Give
when she
give it
was
to us.
talking
Give it
right
to
now,
us. Give it to us.
honestly, when she was talking right now, honestly, I thought of the gym. I was like, sometimes I don't feel motivated to wake up like 6 in the morning and go to the gym. That can be tiring. I'm like so yeah, like she was saying, remind yourself why you're doing it in the first place. Like it's like I feel like there was a good moment in this year. I'm like I was getting tired and I was like I wasn't going every day and I was like I was slacking. So I was like, why? Like I had to remind myself, just like Nisi said, why am I doing it in the first place?
Yes.
So I started getting like on my better eating habits and going to the gym every day. So I feel like everyone needs that reminder, that push, or like that spark to keep you going.
I like what you said about a reminder. So, and David, we're gonna read this together, and you're gonna tell me what you think, right? In Mateo, chapter 11, verse 28, it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." David, what Jesus is saying, I know you're tired. I know you're frustrated. I know you're going through things. I know that you lost motivation to go to the gym. I know that you don't want to work there anymore. I know that you don't want to go to church. It is okay to feel, tired, to feel unmotivated, to feel that, right? Is it okay or not? The Bible is saying, yes, it is okay. The thing is, we don't accept his invitation and we don't go to that rest place. Because after that rest, how do you feel when you go to the gym after 2 hours of workout and you take a 3-hour nap? How do you feel? That you want to kick your brother's butt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So because you feel rest, but sometimes we just get tired and we don't want to go to God. We don't want to go to his presence. What do you think is that?
Why we don't go to his?
Yeah.
So repeat that.
So you're good. So when we're tired, spiritually, mentally, physically, we need to go to a place. You know how the soccer players or the football players, they have a rest day. Yeah. They usually go to an ice bucket, and they recover, right? Why do you think we as human beings, we just like to stay in the same place and we don't go to Jesus where we can find all that energy again? And he's going to take all our unmotivation, frustration, depression, is going to change it. And when we come back from there, everything is going to be better. You know what I'm saying?
So people who don't go to that certain
Yes.
to that spot of Jesus it's just distractions. People are distracted by other secure places, quote unquote. Secure because people want to be in their comfort zone. They don't want to get out of their comfort zone, right?
Dude, come on, keep going.
And so when people are comfortable to their habits that they do, the sins that they do, they stick to that cycle that they do, right? So,
Dude, that's a good. You want to say something, Elizabeth? No, but dude, I like how you brought that up because I hadn't even thought about it. Sometimes distractions, they're on our way for our rest. You know what I'm saying? So one last thought, guys, so that we can wrap it up. What can you say to your friends right now? They're watching, they're listening to this podcast, just to tell them, bro, keep motivated. It is worth it. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna say, read Matthew chapter 11, verse 28, and you're gonna find the rest that you're looking for. You're not gonna find any money and any distraction. This rest is powerful. It's eternal. It never goes empty. It's always full. How about you, Davey?
and connecting to that verse, give it all to Him. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Just give it all to Him. If you're fighting it, if you're not giving it to Him, then you're not actually giving to. You're not resting into His hands, right?
I would say even take a little time out of your day, even if the distractions are there, or like you want to watch TV or something like that. Take the time that you used to watch TV to connect with God, and I feel like you'll get the rest way more than you would watching TV.
Yes, because you fall asleep.
No, yeah, definitely. I feel like sometimes we feel embarrassed that we're tired, like that we grew tired, that we grew bored. And it's like sometimes we have to say like, okay, like God wants all that tiredness. He wants us to be vulnerable. He wants us to like hand all that to Him. And sometimes like I feel like a lot of times we're just scared to ask for help. We always want to handle everything ourselves, and it's like when you just like put it at His feet and say like,
Amen.
Take the wheel,
Amen.
Like, do whatever you want,
Amen.
do whatever you need to with my
Yes.
life to shape me. That's what I need to do.
Dude, so guys, see you later. See you next week. Stay motivated. You first heard it here. That's good. Oh my God, dude. I was going good.
For more of this podcast, follow us on Instagram at Grace Youth Espanol and at Young and Heard.